Hey guys, what's going on? Really Good Pie here, and welcome to another tutorial. In this episode we'll be creating a user registration and login page using Dreamweaver CC. So here's the end result here. So we have a page that we're not allowed to go to, and to actually access that we have to log in. Now to log in you'll need an account, so we go ahead to register. Let's create an account. So let's do hello 123. Password, let's just do secret. Oh, it's a secret, it's not the actual password. And email, we'll just do .com. Now as you can see there are a few flaws with this. Obviously you can just get a bot to run through this and enter 1,000 accounts, probably crashing the server. The email, there's no actual verification for the email except that it has @ and .com at the end, or something at the end. And yeah, so it's not really suitable for commercial use, but I'm sure you can add whatever features you want to add. So just go ahead and click register. Now we can go ahead and log in. So hello 123, and let's do our password, and there we go, we successfully logged in. Now we can log out here, and let's try go to the index page where we're not allowed to go to. And you can see that it redirects us to the access denied page. Now this is all done in Dreamweaver CC, so let's go ahead and open that up. Okay, so now that we're in Dreamweaver CC, we're going to go ahead and create a new site. So to do this, we're going to go to new site, and we're going to name this site registration tutorial. Now we got to browse to a folder within our htdocs or www folder. So I've created a folder called registration tutorial. Go ahead and select that. As you can see, it's empty. And we're going to go to servers tab here, and we're going to add a new server. So if you're using a local server, go ahead and select local/network. Select your server folder again. It should be the same folder, and just do the localhost /registration tutorial. It's the folder name. Press save, go ahead and select testing, deselect remote, and press save, and there we go. So the folder's empty now, so what we're going to do is create 4 new folders. So we're going to go ahead and create 4 PHP folders. So one, new again, another one, PHP, oops, alright. So the first one I'm going to create is called index.php. So go ahead and save that as index.php. And we're going to give this a title of successful. So this is going to be our page that is displayed when we successfully log in. As you can see right, oops, a second. As you can see right here. So log in, hello 123. And password, whoops, shouldn't share that. This is going to be our success page. As you can see, it's index.php, and what we're going to do is just add a little bit of styling within the body. So let's add a h1 tag, so the span of color style, sorry, and we'll set the color equal to green, so you can just use the CC thing. Done, and that is all. Successful. Let's do something stupid like you made it, and we'll just close off the tags, and let's save that. So there we go. We're going to create another text here that's not going to have anything. We're just going to call it logout. We'll do a break and logout. This is going to be our login tag, our logout text right here. And that is all for the you made it page, successfully login page. Now we're going to go to the untitled 2, and this is going to be our login page. So let's go ahead and give that a title of login, and we're going to go to insert form and insert form. Now we're going to give this a name of login form, and just break that so it's a little bit neater, and we're going to insert a couple of fields. So go to form again, text, this is going to be the username, so give it a name of username, and that should be good enough. Let's go ahead and save that as login.php. Alright, so we got that there. Now we're going to add a label, so select the field, and I don't believe there is anything in the Dreamweaver thing, so we're going to go ahead and manually insert a label, so username, there we go, and we obviously going to do a password, so and we'll create another, insert another form, give it a password value, so there we go, and we'll give it a name of password, pretty basic, and obviously we're going to create a submit button now, so insert form and submit button, give it a value of login, and there we go. Oops, we're going to do some breaks there. Alright, there we go. We'll just give that a little bit of, we'll just give that a small title, so h1 login, there we go. So our third document is going to be called register, so let's go ahead and save that as register.php, and we're going to go ahead and give it a title of registration. In a body we're going to give another form, so form, I'll give it a name of registration. Go ahead and close that form tag. We'll do a few labels, so we're going to give it a username label, break it, and we'll give it another label of password, and another label of email address. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and create the actual input. So as you can see, we have basic labels there. Go ahead and add that. So let's go ahead and create an input of text. Type is equivalent to text. Name is equivalent to username. And close that, do a break, and we'll create a input for the password, so type is equivalent to password, name is equal to password, and close that and break that. The email, pretty simple again, inputs, type is equal to email, name is equal to email, and let's break that. Now we're just going to insert a submit button, so input type is equal to submit, value is equal to register. Now you can do this through the actual GUI of Dreamweaver. I just prefer to do it manually simply because I find it easier, and yeah, so that's what our form should look like there. We're just going to go ahead and create a h1 tag again and call it register. There we go. Now we're going to add some simple validation to this. So for the login, we're going to set the required to true, and we're going to set the autofocus to true there. For the password, we're going to also set the required to true. So go ahead and save that. For our register, we're going to set everything to required once again as well. So required, password required, and email required, because we don't want to be inserting null values into our actual database. So there we go. Now the last page is exactly the same as this thing here, as the success page. It's going to be the access denied page. So let's go ahead and copy and paste the text from index to this, and go ahead and save it as access denied.php. We'll go ahead and change the logout to login, and change the text to access denied, and we'll go ahead and give it a color of red. So obviously we have the RGB, sorry. Red is, forgive me if I'm doing this wrong. Oops, okay, that's horrible. There we go. Alright, so that is all we need to do for that. So that's our basic layouts for our web pages created. Now we're just going to go ahead and add a register form in the register link in the login page. So go ahead and highlight that, and we'll refresh that, and we'll add a tag around it. So my bad, you guys just followed me. Browse, and we'll set it to register. Alright. What the hell am I doing? Pressing the wrong keys there. Still. Okay, my bad. Go ahead and close that tag, save it, go ahead and head to register, and we'll type something like already have an account, log in. So go ahead and surround the login text with a tags. So just wait for that to load for some reason. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. Also the access denied page, we're going to link that to our login page as well. So a href is equal to browse login, oops, and just close that tag there. There we go. So we can't do the logout yet because we haven't actually set any database access for the actual logout or the users, so that's what we're going to do now. So go ahead and head to your phpMyAdmin, so localhost / phpMyAdmin. Now we're going to go to SQL, and we're just going to create a simple database. So create database user registration. We're going to use this database, so all the source code will be on my website. So if you guys are having trouble with this, you can just go to reallygoodpie.com, link will be in the description down below, and download all the source code. So now we're going to create a table, so let's go ahead and create table users. We have to do the brackets followed by a semicolon, and let's go ahead and create our users data table. So first one is going to be user ID, that's pretty basic. It's going to be an int, not null, and auto increment. There we go. Do a comma, and now we're going to do the username. Varchar, we're going to set this to something like 16. We'll give it a value of not null. Now we're going to do the password. You're going to want to make this a bit larger if you're going to be using encryption. So let's go ahead and give this a 255, and we'll set this to not null. The last one is set email, so emails can be rather large, so we'll give it a 60 length. So there we go. Now the good thing about Varchar is that it doesn't use database space. Like say if you just set it to default like text or something, and you give it a defined length, it won't actually use that space, and it will only use the space that it actually needs, or that it's actually using. So blank characters don't count as space, if that makes sense to you guys. And the last thing we're going to want to do is create a primary key. So primary key, and we'll set this to user ID. And there we go. We're going to press go, and we should get a success message. And now we're going to go ahead and head on over to Dreamweaver. We're going to go to server behaviors panel. We're going to create a record set, and we're going to name this user request. Now the connection is none, so we're going to define a connection. We'll call this, let's call it user information. MySQL server, localhost, username, root, I don't have a password, and let's select the database that we need. So we called it user registration. Press OK. Don't show me this again. Done, and there we go. Go ahead and select the table that we just created. Yeah, when it's finished loading and responding users, and we don't want to add any filter or sort methods, so we'll just test that. It should display a blank value, blank thing, and there we go. So as you can see, it's automatically inputted all this code for you, quite convenient. And yeah, so we need to do that for, we didn't really need to do that for access denied, so just go ahead and press X, and we'll paste this into register. You can do that on just a register page as well, just like you did before. Go ahead and don't forget the bottom part of PHP. Alright, there we go. So what we're going to do here is go to behaviors, bindings tab, sorry, or server behaviors. We're going to go to user insert record. Let's wait for that to load. So you're going to submit values from registration, that's the table name, connection, user information, insert table users, and so we want the username to get the information from form.username. That's the name that we gave it, password, email, and it should already be set. So after inserting, we want to go to the login page so they can log in. Press OK, and there we go. So go ahead and save that. That's our register page set up. Now we're going to go ahead and create a login user authentication. So that's in server behaviors, user authentication, and there. So now we're going to validate using user information, username column, username, password column, password. If login succeeds, we want to go to the index, and if login fails, go to access denied. Now press OK. So that's that set up there, and save that. Now the index PHP, we want to create another user authentication thing. So we want to go to restrict access to page. So if access denied, we want to go to access denied, obviously. Press OK. And we're going to highlight the logout text and go to server behaviors, user authentication, and logout user. When done, we want to go to login.php. Go ahead and save that, save everything, and let's test it out. Let's go to our root of our server. Now we're going to go to registration. Let's just try that again. Let's log out. I believe it was registration tutorial, I believe. Alright, so we get this access denied. As you can see, we'll log in, but we don't have an account. If we try to enter some random information, we get access denied. So we've got to register an account. So let's call ourselves goodpie. Password, that's secret, and email.com. Alright, there we go. That's good. Let's log in now. And there we go. We've made it. So as I said before, all the source code should be on my website as soon as possible, and don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more content, and leave a comment in the comment section down below if you have any troubles or queries regarding this tutorial, and I'll see you guys later.